Welcome. So today I'm going to show you how to make a Caesar salad dressing. Okay, so this is basically an emulsification. It's in the same family as mayonnaises. Okay, so we're going to start pretty much the same. Now I have a large bowl here, so it gives me lots of room to whisk around in. All right, I also have this handy dandy little rubber ring. Okay, that's going to hold my bowl steady for me. So I'll set my bowl just like that. Now, if you don't have one of these, a towel drenched in a little bit of water, squeezed out, roll it into a round shape, and it'll do the job just fine. So this is going to hold my bowl very steady for me while I whisk. So I need a whisk. All right. Now I have 2 egg yolks. Okay, that goes into the bowl. All right. I'm going to put just a little bit of salt, like a pinch of salt, into there as well. Okay. And then I'm going to put a little bit of hot sauce, a couple of dashes. Okay. I can always add more. I can never add less. Okay. Now I'm going to take a lemon here, roll it around a little bit to flatten it out. You break it all up, juice it up. I'm going to use half a lemon, no seeds. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my hand like this. I'm going to squeeze the juice into my hand. That way my fingers can catch any seeds or pulp that may be there. Okay. All right, like that. I'm going to set that off to the side. Okay. And if you have seeds, throw them away. The next ingredient you're going to need is anchovy fillets. Okay, so these are little cans of anchovies. You simply peel back the top. And there's usually about 8 to 10 anchovy fillets. I'm going to use about, depending on the size, maybe about 4 to 6. So that's one. They're in oil, so they're going to be kind of oily. And we'll do one more. Okay. Kind of slimy, weird looking things, all right? And what we're going to do, we're going to take our knife and we're going to chop them up. Once I get them roughly chopped up, I want to move my anchovies over to the side. Okay? This is just something I like to do personally. All right? Because I also need to dice up or mince up garlic cloves. Okay, so here's how you do garlic cloves. You put the garlic clove on the cutting board, lay the knife blade flat, and just give it a nice little pound. Okay? Then you can open it up and peel the paper right off the garlic. Okay. So I have 2 pretty good sized garlic cloves here and one kind of small one. So kind of go by eye, what you feel like. I personally like a little bit more garlic in my Caesar dressing than not enough. Okay. That one slipped for me. So once you have your garlic peeled, you can place it on the board and you can start slicing it up. Okay. So I just kind of take it and slice it up into little pieces. Now, my garlic needs to be minced finely, and my anchovies also need to be minced finely. You can buy anchovy paste and save yourself this step. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to mince this all up. I'm going to combine the two and put just a tiny little pinch of salt to help me really get it good and minced up. So I'm going to mince. Once I get my anchovies and my garlic looking about the same size there, then I want to combine them and then chop them all up together. Okay, so once we have a paste out of the anchovies and garlic, we can put that in with our eggs. So our eggs, lemon, hot sauce, and salt will now get garlics and anchovies. Okay, so now we're ready to start whisking. So I'm just gonna move this cutting board out of the way and bring in my bowl and stand, all right? Now, we have one more ingredient, which is Worcestershire sauce. A little bit of Worcestershire sauce, not much, okay? Maybe about a tablespoon, maybe not even that much, okay? Now, we have these acids in with the egg yolk. So what that does is it lowers the pH. It makes the egg yolks acidic, which makes them safe enough that most healthy individuals can consume them. However, if you are pregnant or have other immune deficiency problems or a young child under the age of 2, don't eat them, okay? Don't eat Caesar salad, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna whisk this mixture up. Now, an emulsion is formed when a phospholipid wraps around a water-containing ingredient and or a oil-containing ingredient. So this is going to be oil, all right? So our phospholipid is lecithin, which is contained within the egg yolks, okay? So we're going to whisk these eggs up really well. Then we have olive oil, okay? Now, olive oils can range in flavor, color, and consistency based on basically price range and brand. So you want about 2 cups of olive oil. Has to be olive oil. It can be extra virgin, it can be regular olive oil, it can be cheap olive oil. It needs to be olive oil to give it that good Caesar flavor. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a slow, thin stream while whisking. The faster you pour, the faster you need to whisk. This is the same procedure as making mayonnaise-based dressings and mayonnaise itself, and also hollandaise and béarnaise. So you'll notice after a couple of seconds or maybe a minute or so of pouring olive oil in that your eggs have taken on a different consistency and a different texture. You want to keep whisking until you get a good salad dressing consistency. And I'll show you that in a little bit. You may or may not need all of this olive oil. So when it looks about like this, you can stop and taste it. If you need to add a little bit more lemon juice, a little more hot sauce, a little more black pepper, maybe some more Worcestershire sauce, now would be the time to do it. And you can whisk and whisk and whisk. Also check for salt, check for tartness, check for spiciness if you need to, and check for consistency. Make sure it tastes good. But outside of that, this is going to be just about done. So I like to keep some little plastic spoons handy and give it a taste. Pretty good. I'm going to say this is done. So I can put it into a dressing container. There's a handy dandy one here. And then I can use it on all my favorite salads. So what I do is I just pour a little bit of this dressing onto some lettuce and toss it real good with some Parmesan cheese, and that's the Caesar salad.